Everything house music, propelling sounds with meaning, delivering on emotions that lack feeding. Intact, your souls have no peeling. Everything house music, casting spells on unlearned beings, bringing them to the underground. These are grooves that are worthy. House music is where it's at, believe me. Everything house music.
Oh, amazing music from our guest tonight, Lunga. And there's so much music that is made that we could have played. I could have played for the whole 2 hours of the show, but we all do that. We all do that. We need to talk to him too. So the song I played now is a song by our guest. Yes, our guest tonight, Lunga, and it's titled Ernesto. It's broken, let's fix it. In bracket is day before. And before that, I played, of course, our intro to Everything House Music by Bongane Makhulu. And then I also played Palisa Bana Basikolo, the Lunga SA Zulu Frankenstein dub. Oh, that's a lovely tune. That's an absolutely lovely tune. So Lunga, I've shared the mic with you, my brother. Please accept the mic, or just press your bottom left or request your mic, and then let's start our conversation with you. But for now, let's hear if mic yaga Lloyd yasebenza na. Lloyd Nchak, please unmute.
Hola.
Rafede.
Manandera, you know I forgot to charge my phone. Hey, yes, little cheating. In my head, I think it's 10 p.m., not 8 p.m. Now it didn't charge. But we will see.
I mean, my side, apologies for being late. It was supposed to come back at 8, but it didn't come back at 8. So, yeah, that's why I was a bit late to actually open up the space. But eventually we are here. And we're going to have our chat with Lunga SA. We actually released some music from Selville Records on the 23rd of September. Yeah, on the 23rd of September. Two track single EP. Yeah, two single EPs. Yes, from on Selville Records. So that's actually quite cool. We're actually going to talk about that music, and he has mentioned that there's so much more content that he has for us that we're actually going to touch on and talk about. So, Ngiyambona njengamanje, he's not here, but probably just some network problem. Eish.
Hi, Vox.
Yeah.
Why don't we have a chat box today? What happened?
Eating.
It's not visible on my side.
Kiye. Rikitype da. Eating nja.
Hey, rekwabdita tita yakachi ya hafanyana. Gabo.
Fair. Let me give the mic. Make cake. Can I give you the mic? I can't talk alone here. Can't talk alone. Okay, I can see Ms L'Pee. She's also not able to talk. But perhaps let me play a song then. I can't be talking alone. Imagine that, right? And then you'll tweet and be like, Vox is crazy. He's talking alone in the space. Which won't be cool. Which won't be cool at all. So let me play another song, and I'll try and text our guest and actually find out. Let's see what is happening. There's a remix. Lunga. Hey, there's so many songs that these guys are making. Yeah. So this is the Azanian Tech remix, and the song is by Mikasa. The song is Love Is. So we're gonna play that, and then we're gonna come back and hopefully Lunga will be back also. I'm gonna text him and check to actually find out what is actually happening. But it's probably load shedding. It's probably load shedding. I don't think it's sky jive. Blind. I got none. But for now, please enjoy the music.
What a beautiful love we got. Love, 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 love. What a beautiful love we got. I don't take it lightly. See many fall behind me. It's not as easy as it seems. We live in funny times. We give up so easily. We way too lazy for love. See, love is so much more than a feeling. These feelings, they drift like the wind. See, love is so much more than a passion. This passion don't last forevermore. What a beautiful love we got. What a beautiful love we got. Love, love, love. What a beautiful love we got. What a beautiful love we got. Love is, 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 love is,
And that was Mikasa. I actually tweeted Mikas. Mikasa, love is the Lunga SA Azanian Tech remix. Yes, the Tech remix. Lovely song. So he gave me a screenshot of what he sees, and I guess he also has the problem that we had last week, Lloyd, from Mama Jens. I think the update said Twitter. It's quite tricky when it comes to spaces, and if you're not used to it, you would literally not know what's happening. So yeah, he's gonna come back. He has to update his Twitter, and then he can be able to join us and actually talk to us. But in the meantime, let me welcome and give the mic to the amazing, the wonderful co-host of Everything House Music, and we haven't had her in quite a while, but she's here. She's joined us. Ms. LP, good evening.
Good
Okay.
evening. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm well. I think because of network issues, I think there's a small delay. But are you good on your side?
I could be better. I could be better. I do have a few quarrels that I have with Eskom, but yeah. Anyway, I see Kwalapo for now. But I hope everyone is good. Hi to my wonderful co-host Lloyd. Good to see you guys. And by the way, I was here 2 weeks ago. And as well, it's been months or something. But good to be here, guys. Please be patient with me. I'm gonna stay on for as long as possible, but I am experiencing load shedding, so yeah. Hi to my wonderful listeners as well. Really appreciate you guys as usual.
No, I say that because we miss you, woman. Like we miss you so much. I think you add some flair to the space. You add some wonderful spice to the space. So Mangitik Dala, that's literally, yes, I'm exaggerating, but it is what it is. So, but it's so good to have you back. A couple of days ago, you had an interview. You had an interview. Could you share with us, please, if you don't mind, a bit more about the interview you had on radio?
Yeah, man, God, chorus you. Ang ignore when I Ms L'Pee. Because I had a voice Ms L'Pee.
Catching
So,
bits and pieces of what you're saying. A couple of days ago, something about an interview.
Hey, could you please share with us, man? You had an interview on radio a couple of days ago. Could you just share what it was about?
you know,
Still
Vox.
loading.
You know, Vox. It was weird. So I was going to the garage, right? So Garve Sadam, and then before I actually leave, could try like connect my phone to listen to music, right? So I'm like, hey, can't you let me listen to anything? Can't if it's LP is already, I cry our voice easy.
Yeah,
I'm like,
definitely.
nah.
It was her.
I'm like, nah. This was Miss LP. So I'm trying to check her thingy, her TL, go check or is she tweeting anything? I want to try. How will I say that this person is live on air? Give my phone here, let me leave her. So it
Yeah,
was
we'll
her.
wait. Yeah, it was her, but we'll wait for her connection to come back. Yeah, I think she has a bad connection. But yeah, that's the days of our lives.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry
and
about
when
that, guys. Yeah, so
oh,
can you
It's
hear me?
continue,
okay.
Miss. Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, cool. Sorry, I was just saying, Voxy, I got some bits and pieces of what you were talking about.
No, bengibuza nge-interview that you had on radio, and actually Lloyd heard you also. Okay, this is not good. This is not good at all. But I think when we can, perhaps be able to hear
Oh
you
yes.
again.
So sorry. I'm gonna try one more time. Yeah, I'm
There's a
gonna try one
delay.
more time. If this fails, then yeah, sorry guys, please excuse me. So yeah, I was actually in tomorrow as well, but I was actually playing a set 2 weeks ago, on a radio station that is in the East Rand. It's called Kasi FM. So as most of you guys would know, I'm mostly a house DJ, especially old school. So I played a set and then we had an interview afterwards. Yeah, that's pretty much that.
No, lovely to hear that. Lovely to hear that. Yeah, cool. Would like to hear actually more about it. Yes, of course. But our guest is here. Finally. Now let's just test the mic. Let's just tembuti mic. Yes, events. But before you go there, Lloyd.
Um, the thingy, the comment box feature, it's not there. It's on your side only. Because my Twitter is up to date, so it's only you can see it.
That's why I said it ain't
You
gonna.
you
And
can you can you can ask the listeners to go and comment on the thingy. It won't appear.
Okay, now I see that. Now I hear you. I can actually. I can't even see it on this side too. But thanks for sharing that. Yeah. Let's welcome Lunga SA. Lunga SA. For you, please unmute. Mic check.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
4 5 6 7 8 9.
What's up, guys? Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, in fact. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for accepting the invite.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome to be here.
Shout out to you. And as Siyabona Futhi, there's some people here that also have been releasing music under Selville. They're also here to support you, I guess.
Yeah, it's a family thing, you know. Sabafwe, two brothers in one army, if I can put it that way. Yeah, boy. So yeah, shout out to them though.
Nah, shout out to the gents. Yeah, I see here there's Tonic SA, and there's also Nick Soul. Nick Soul is also here, so shout out to the gents.
Yeah, those are.
Uh,
Oh, sorry.
no, Adaman. I think we've got some glitches from your side, ne? Via mic yako. I'm not sure. Is it your earphones or something?
But am I too loud, too low?
So in a feedback.
So let me shift. Let me try to shift the. How is it? Is it?
Okay, let's hear now if I talk. So there's still some feedback. Okay, what I think Melissa, when someone else is talking, Lunga, just close your mic. Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, and then when you talk, and then you can unmute again.
Yeah, easy. We can get on with it.
Nah, shut up. And thanks to everyone else who's here. I see even my brother here, Manando, is here. I think he's here also because he's a fan of your music, which is good. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday evening. Yes, we started a bit late because of this pandemic that we are facing. But we are here. So thanks to everyone who's here and who's come to join us. Our guest tonight is Lunga SA. It's got so much music that perhaps one hasn't even had the time to consume, but we're going to be talking to him regarding his career and his music and so on and so on. As always, everyone in the space is welcome to grab the mic. Everyone is welcome to come and share and give their submissions in the space tonight. It's a very, very safe space, so you can come up and talk with us and not just listen as a listener, but we hold you with the biggest honor of joining us. Thank you so much. So, Lungamfana, I think where we can start, let's start with the music that you recently released on Selville Records. So you released a 2-track single EP, right?
Yeah, I released a first single leading into the album or the LP. And then it's like a sampler kind of thingy, a sampler kind of something that has the same single and another single leading into the album. So yeah, good stuff out there. Go Selville.
So what's the reason, behind giving us only a single first before the album? Like, is there a strategy? What is the plan?
Okay, so Azanian LP, let me get down to the details. The Azanian LP, it's a journey because I started the album like 6-7 years ago. I started the album 6-7 years ago. I've got like close to 20 tracks that are made monthly from 6-7 years ago. So I had to narrow it down to like, okay, let me put you guys into a secret. There is a deluxe version of the album. So I had to narrow it down to like 26 tracks or so. Hence, like it's a journey. It's a journey. We're gonna need more time in order for me to like portray a certain image, paint a vivid picture of what's happening. Got the Azanian LP thingy.
Lunga, before CFR, you said you make 20 songs per month.
Yeah, from 2014-15, ever since me and a friend opened RuffCrust Recordings and Sessions, I've been making close to 20-something tracks monthly. That I have plans, starting them out or planning them out, composing whatever. I have plans for them, but as we go forward, they become distorted because I see sound. I don't hear sound. I see sound. Yeah, so most of these tracks get lost along the way. Yeah, but I do make 20 something tracks monthly. My own tracks. I'm not counting Amanyama track, the tracks that I make for other people or local movies, ads, so on and so forth.
Because now, just we can calculate. So just 20 times 12, 240 times 7 years. I mean, that's like 1,000 something songs that you already had made in the past 7 years or so.
Yeah, I wish. I think I might take a screen grab of my project archive here so that I give you guys a receipt. There is actually more than that.
Yes,
There's actually
that's
more than
crazy.
that. I make
Crazy.
music for a living, so it has to show velo to make music in order to survive. So that's what I do 24/7. Even left my radio production job a couple of months ago. Yeah, well, it's like a calling. It wasn't me. I think I was brought to this earth for this. I might be lying to myself, but so on pambi.
Yeah, interesting stuff, brother. Interesting stuff. Okay, let's take it back a bit. I think we've cut a few things just so all of us have an idea who Lunga SA is. But let's take it back and take it to the beginning. Where is Lunga SA from? What is your background? Do you have a background in music? I mean, did you study? You just mentioned now that you even quit your radio production. But where is Lunga SA from? Thank you.
Ulunga, I was born Lunga Nhlakanipho, Ulu. And then my mother got married later on, Kabalunga, Nhlakanipho, Unkwe, Mama Bulo. So a lot of people don't know that as well. Like, I'm disclosing a lot of stuff here. I'm unearthing a lot, hoping people get to understand Ulunga better. So I'm going to be disclosing a lot of personal information as well. I'm quite an open person. So mother got married, changed surname Lunga, Nhlakanipho Unkwe, Mama Bulo, born, bred, and partially raised in Mokopane, Limpopo, and then later moved to Johannesburg. Okay, did some learning there, went back to Limpopo because I was stoked, too stoked, and then later got expelled to Limpopo, moved back to Joburg. That's when I finished my schooling and did my college. Go Johannesburg. So fast forward, school, college, done deal. After college, I did civil engineering, some construction, whatever. I learned enough to pass. What I did was I lied to my mother. I was like, hey, lady, I want to study. So I'm thinking of taking like a civil engineering course or something like that. And I did it for her. I did it for her and the family. It wasn't what I wanted. It was just a shortcut of me to get to Josie, meet my idols, make music with them, jumpstart a career somehow, some way. And it did work. That's what I did. And I've been living like that ever since. So I never went to any college school, music school, rather. Never got any audio training whatsoever. Yeah, so I learned, pardon that. I was taught my basics of production by DJ Nt's from the duo Nt's and Andy's. I used to release a lot of compilations with them back then. He's the one who got me into this production stuff. Also a close friend, Blue, 9 Lives. A lot of you guys might know him from Blue and K White. He's my buddy. He's the one who also got me into that stuff. So me and Blue are how may I call it? And Tease is the sensei of like Limpopo Deep House, one of the senseis there. And me and Blue happened to be one of his top students. Blue, 9 Lives from Blue and K White. So yeah, got expelled, moved to Jozi, continued what I learned from my sensei up until today, where now I innovate everything. He gave me like a platform, something to start with. I took it from there, built it to what it is right now. So yeah, I think I'm blabbing a lot. I might have not even answered the question correctly, but yeah, I tried.
No, I uphendule kahle mfowethu. This is everything house music where blabbing and going on and on is allowed. So especially if you're a guest, we give you the platform to share and give us your heart. And yeah, you it's the way you're doing it is perfect. It's perfect. It's about also getting to know you further, besides the music perhaps that we know of. Uh, like for instance, man, the way I think I came across you, Zito Mowa always mentions you. Yes, Zito always mentions you all the time. So
Shout
that
out to
was
Zito.
no shout out to that young man. He's doing great stuff, amazing things, amazing things. So he's always been just mentioning Utilunga is a person that also welcomes. I mean, welcomes you into other artists. Uhlangana nabanye abamculu, nabanye ama-producer through you because of the music and the sound that you make. So he's always blabbing, and we've had him a couple of times on our space. It's just been awesome. It's been great. So you said, I mean, you started your journey off when you came and you made sure that the goal was met when you came to Joburg. So, what was the first goals? I mean, when you said you wanted to meet your idols to make this life that you've always wanted, what was those first goals and how did you achieve them?
It was simple. It was simple. I had to do it. Like I had to do it for myself in order not to feel like a failure. Yeah, but in life, some things you just have to do. Yeah, and that's how I think that's how life is. Some of us actually have a purpose, which is making ourselves happy first. And in my instance, it was musically. I had to like feed this musical craving or whatever you may call it. I had to. So in order to get that, I had to convince my mother first back home, pass, do whatever I had to in order to make them smile and then do what I want to do. So I did that. And also there were hurdles along the way. There's an instance where remember I sold a lot of weed back then also. I sold a lot of weed, got myself into trouble, but I had to because the equipment wasn't gonna buy itself, and the old lady obviously was already paying for the res and stuff. When I'm not advocating for any of this, but it's just what happened in my life, and I feel like sharing it. But I don't regret any moment of that as well. It was a learning curve past that. So yeah, I just had to get stuff done, put my big pants on, and live, do life, live. That's what I did. That's how I got there. And I happen to be in Cape Town now. I'm not in Joburg anymore. I recently relocated this like 3 months ago. So go winter. So yeah, that's that, folks, man.
And what's the reason for the move from Joburg and coming this side?
Like you've mentioned, Zito said he gets to meet a lot of guys, especially in the music scene and so forth through me. Like I believe in my phone gives me anxiety, first of all, like my WhatsApp, social media. It gives me hectic anxiety. So I prefer meeting people in person. Like if you're gonna check on me, instead of Tsoraka WhatsApp, Joe, just pull through, come knock on my door. Hey dog, are you cool? That's how I am. because of the anxiety and stuff. Besides, I was raised that way, or people who care about you, that are close to you, they need to be there. Be there for them, young tall. So that's those are my roots, man. That's just how I am. Yeah, well. So yeah, Cape Town, Joburg, I bounce between both of them. I can't say I'm permanently fixed here or permanently fixed in Joburg. I bounce between the two, depending on the jobs or projects or whatever that's on the table.
Okay, Lunga. I mean, you mentioned also, okay, so I guess there's a project that you're doing. That's why you're down here. And 3 months ago, you left radio production. Could you tell us about that? Where was that? What were you doing there?
Radio production, I started off doing it freelancing as a freelance sound engineer. I started doing it that way, gained credentials along the way, up until I got recognized by local radio stations. So I've been doing it a lot for local radio stations, radio imaging, your ads, jingles, so on and so forth. I've been doing that for some time now. And then after COVID hit, we all had to move back home. So I went back home to Limpopo, Mokopane. And I got referred to the station, the local station, the Mokopane FM, 100.0 megahertz. We are your voice. I still remember the frequency and the tagline thing. So yeah, I got referred by the grace of God, got the job, and I did my thing. But it happened like along that journey, old lady got sick. I had to put on my big boy pants on and then take care of my family, and the job wasn't doing enough for me. It was fulfilling showcase, but I had to do something again in order to feed the fam, take care of Oledi's health, so on and so forth. So I left because I have tasted being a performer and a DJ, and I knew I can do it again. The same way that I left it after COVID hit, I can simply go back and it would be that simple because it's in me. I can say if I'm being arrogant or it's that confidence as an artist or music maker, okay, I can't be out here and calling myself a producer or music maker and not have the receipts for that. So yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, please rephrase your question. I think I got lost. Vokzman.
Yeah, no, I was asking, yes, the journey through radio production. I mean, you mentioned you do ads. Yeah. So when you say ads, literally those ads that we hear on radio, so you make the production in terms of the music.
Not only the overall production, like the effects, the voiceovers. I also do voiceovers, even though I don't prefer my voice. You can tell already. I have a bad voice, like I speak from within. Like it does Budu languages of ours, but in what's a color kalela phakathi what like this bear animal. Kipudi in my language illela kagar. Oh, so my voice is kind of like that. I have like I speak from within. That's how I tell people.
So you've only worked in regional radio stations. Have you worked in provincial? I mean, national radio stations?
National, not yet, but a couple of private. Can I not name them?
No, it's fine. I mean, we have a radio host here, so it's okay if you mention. It's okay, I guess.
I think he knows. The radio host knows. I just prefer like Yeah.
I guess that's why Dion is here today. I guess that's why he's here.
Yeah. Also, I prefer not to publicize those kind of stuff, but stuff about who I am and where I'm from, I'm open about that. I'm not even ashamed of what I went through, what I'm going through, that we can speak about all any day, anytime. And it also makes me feel good. I've got people around me that give me the like in a way just the time to listen to me blab. I don't get to speak as much or conversate. So whenever I get the opportunity, I maximize it. I overdose it, Baba, to the max.
No, no problem, no problem. We can go on, we can go on. But before we go with our conversations, let's play another song. We'll play another song and just take a tea break, a coffee break, a cigar break, anything. If you wanna, if you wanna consume anything, please. This is the time where you can actually just get some break time. I'll play a song. I'll play a song from Lunga's recent release. Yes, recent release that he released under Selville Records. There's two songs up here. Lunga, there's two songs, right? There's the first one, Beauticious.
The first one that I released was Awubambeki with Umtanda Zukacha, and the other one was Beauticious Sandra. That's the second single, and they both came out as like a sampler. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Ubadlalelani, Vokzman?
Ufuna kuqala ngayiphi? Awubambeki.
Choose for me.
Let's play Awubambeki. Let's play Awubambeki because it's quite a deep Zulu song. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, plus
So
I'll get to explain the story as well. Thanks for choosing that one.
no problem, my brother. Sila Kworitor, we are here for knowing you better, for going through your career and your music, and the music is amazing, man. We never really get to hear the story behind the music, so that's the reason for why we have these spaces, the likes of Everything House Music and the Deep House Space, which also happens on Fridays. So let me play the song. And this one, as Ulunga mentioned, it features Mthandazi. Mthandazo Kat.
May I please correct you, Vokzman?
Yeah?
Can I? No,
Yes.
it's not a feature, it's a collab. There was a
You know. Hey, I'm a publisher.
The technology, it's like Home Affairs computers. They just change your surname out of nowhere. It's something like that. So, yeah, well, it's actually a collab. It's a collab. We were both in studio from kick to chord to vocal, whatever that's there. So, yeah.
Thanks for sharing that, brother. Because I think you've come across this so many times, especially as just when we tweet songs, then the artist comes and be like, yeah, you tweeted wrong, but thanks for correcting me. And I guess also, Lunga, there should be a fight that you all are fighting with the publishers so that these things don't happen like this. I mean, this is a huge mistake, and as we just mentioned now, as you corrected me. Yeah, but now it looks like Umtandazo was just a session musician. But anyway, let's play the song.
Abash.
And please enjoy and welcome to Everything House Music, by the way. This happens on 8 p.m.s during the week. We try by all means to have it every single week and bring in amazing, amazing artists. In the house music scene. And today, our guest is Lunga SA. Please enjoy the music.
Enjoy.
And that was Aubambegi by our guest tonight on Everything House Music, Lunga SA. And this song, he made it with Umthandazo Kata, Aubambegi. Lovely, lovely song. Before you explain the song, Lunga, why did you add SA to your name? I always ask artists that, but why did you add SA to your name?
Okay, cool. This one I've been waiting for quite a long time. So like also on radio, I used to call myself Lunga and Mamabulo, aka Lunga SA, aka the Mzansi representative, aka Mr. etc. etc. So defining that Njengo Chup Chup with that Chup Lama Sweetie, whatever that he does, I also came up with mine. It worked too, because I call myself the Mzansi representative. Like I've been releasing music mostly on international labels, international dance labels, your King Street Sounds, getting recognition from Abu Roko and Jamster from an early age. Hence, I adapted the SA. Also, you can tell from my sound, it's very Kwaito influenced. Because from the beginning, I told myself, not Kwaito influenced by, but I use like South African sounds as my base, as the foundation of my music, be it hip hop, trap, whatever that I'm making. I make sure there is that South Africanness. I wanted to keep the rainbow nationness in everything that I do, but put it on an international scale. Hence the Lunga SA behind, hence the SA behind Ulunga. So putting it behind Ulunga and not before Ulunga, it's because I carry it behind my back. I've been doing that. And it's what keeps me going like daily through the hardships, whatnot. So yeah, Lunga SA them as a representative. Everything Kwaito, everything mid-tempo, everything bubblegum, everything Kwela, everything Marabi. It's in me. So I want to preserve that sound, also presenting it in a modernized way. That's what I'm doing with my music right now. I think I'm winning now. But that's what the plan was from the beginning.
Oh, lovely. Thanks for sharing that. Because I remember a while back I asked this guy. His name is Zano SA. So I asked him, so why is there an SA? And he was like, nah, because maybe there's a Zano UK somewhere, Zano USA. I'm like, aye. So yeah, the reasons but yeah, he said that like maybe there's a Zano UK somewhere. So I also wanna be a Zano, but SA. But anyway, brother, could you share with us the story behind Aubambegi, which you have Umtandazo Gaja on, and tell us like who did what on the song. You did mention actually that you did mention a bit before you played, but go ahead, please share with us the story behind the song. Thank you.
Yeah, Vokzman. So the story behind Aubambegi, we were in downtown Joburg at my apartment in Umtandazo, just chilling, making music, the usual. Back then, it was a while back because this song was concluded like I think 4 years ago, 5 years ago, we concluded this track. So we were chilling, and I happened to be heartbroken that time. When growing up in your early mid-20s, maybe, when you college baby hurts you, or you start noticing funny habits about them, or I long at roll on, that kind of stuff. Like nangumuntu yagroova ngama weekend. There's that pet peeve that you notice from them as you get to know them. So we were jamming to Jabu Khanyile. Yeah, we were jamming to some Jabu Khanyile and admiring his writing overall, Joe. He's writing, composing, whatever the Jabu Khanyile did, we were admiring that and decided to pay homage now. And it became a struggle, like the song, I'm sure we sat on the song for like 6 months, sitting on the same song, trying to crack that correct Jabu Khanyile whispering, caressing, that Africanistiana caressing vocal, whatever, a voice that Jabu Khanyile had. We sat on the project for like a good 6 months, not knowing whatever that we had, because we ended up recording just the hook part. And it's a simple song. It's a simple song that gets the message through. It was just the hook part and a piece of the verse. So more 6 months in year we did nothing else. So we ended up just arranging what we had, and Aubambegi came out. And I was also going through relationship turmoil, if I may put it. So the lyrics were easy to fly after we cracked that Jabukanyile tone, voice, and style of writing, miking techniques, so on and so forth. Because in studio, I'm a very experimental person. I'm experimental. And when you in session with me, I don't open my studio and then I whoop up a beat. No, we actually sit down together, have tea, have whatever, conversate, and come up with a beat from scratch, come up with whatever from scratch. Even in my live sets, I've adapted that. So it wasn't Huring Tandazo did that. We were all in studio. We had to agree on the progression. We had to agree on the lyrics. We had to agree on certain miking techniques. We had to agree on the time of recording as well, because that's fundamental. You need to know what times are best for your room, whatever room you're using as your studio, such stuff. So my collaborations, all of them, are based on that. We must both agree, and that's what happened with me and on Tandazo.
I like that so much, man. I like how you actually you explained to us that you go in there and you troubleshoot. You dot down until the song actually happens. I like that so much. I think we have so much music now out there where guys can just make it randomly, right? It can be a random song, it can just happen, and then we can listen to it. And there's not really a story behind it. It's just that, yes, I got into my laptop, I had an idea, and I did it, and it came out. But right now, you just mentioned sometimes music, yes, it needs the one-on-one to sit down, the two people to together and make a full-bodied song. Not because you just went onto your laptop and like, today what am I making? But thanks for sharing that, man. Thanks for sharing that. It's also a question as I want to ask Zulu, because Zulu is releasing an album tomorrow, and then there's this song that he made with Shirley Heavens. Yo, that song sounds so amazing. Yo, it sounds so amazing. It sounds like they made it in studio. It's like, yeah, the other person was singing that side, and yo, it's so amazing.
Yeah, shout out to Zulu. I like that's a deep house activist right there. I like to put that out there. Right, they should look out for him as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yo, the album that Tezo Pumbak says, yo, it's something else. So, Lunga, you even mentioned that when you were making the song, I mean, you wanted to have that feel, yabo, that African feel, I guess, Nabo Puza Kemi. So you wanted that African vocal feel. I mean, who are your influences in terms of music? I mean, who are those great musicians when you look back and like these are the stalwarts of my career, and I look so much up to them?
There's a lot. There's a lot of influences. Like on the house side, like our compilations, the compilations that we grew with, starting with our Millennium Meltdown from Glen Zito, your compilations by Michael G. What do they used to call them? What's Fat Pussycats? Those kind of albums. They are the base. Why I started getting into deep house, because I was around it. I had a cousin, an older cousin, who was a DJ, a very bad one, but he had nice musical taste. He was a DJ, so I had access to a lot of vinyl, a lot of deep house. So that's where my ground roots come from. But then, we've got a lot of jazz in Mzansi, and it's good. It's good to a point where, like, I disliked listening to it because the parents or Abu Malume or whenever, those family gatherings, they played it a lot. I didn't like it as much, but it grew on me, and the more it grew on me, it made sense. When it has that Africanicity that I connected with, it tells stories. So also that, and also like the storytelling of whatever Mzansi artists come up with, from Agochiko, Brenda, your MM Deluxes, Mduno Spikiri, Joe Nina, I think Disco Hotbox Machine or something like that. I've got a vinyl of him back when he was like a youngster, around his 14, 15, 16 years old age group, somewhere there, like those sounds. The Mzansiness, man. There's so much into this thing, this Mzansiness thing. Like, it excites me. It excites me so much that like my music is based around that. So imagine the whole catalog of whatever Mzansi musicians have been. Egerdi musicians, I'm also adding onto DJs because they introduced a certain types of music to people, like all DJs that you can think of from back in the day as well, Gabzela, so on and so forth. The list is endless. Yeah, well. So whatever that we Mzansi musicians put out, that inspires me. That inspires me a lot. I do a lot of sampling, like I sample a lot of records as well. They mostly Mzansi. Whenever I gift people or close friends like Zito and so on and so forth, whenever I give them a gift, I give them a piece of music. It might be a record that I bought that has a certain message that I'd like to convey to them. I buy that vinyl for them, give it to them. Yeah, that's how much this Mzansiness drives me crazy. I'm not sure if I answered your question, but I can go and on and on and on and on. Tell me if I didn't answer, Vokzman. I can continue. Over.
No, you went in, brother. You went in. Just that you didn't mention perhaps a few other names that perhaps I would like to hear.
Oh, I can.
Artists, yes.
Okay. Yo, it's a very tough one, Vokzman. For me, it's a very tough one. I'd say Dr. Duda, one of them. He's there. Glenn Lewis's blending techniques with Uvini Da Vinci, and I'm a baseline ga Spikiri. Manja Spikiri. Keyboards by Joe Nina. What else? Letambulu, Mam Letambulu and Babkefa Semenya's writing. Oliver Mtuku. I also listen to a lot of clap and tap. So that's where the ambience comes in now. Instead of using opera music, clap and tap gospel, that ambience, you feel like you're in heaven whenever a choir, Mania Zioni, or this African churches sings, even though you we see the lyrics, but that ambience as well. And Bacardi, surprisingly, Bacardi, I'm a very big Bojo Mojo Mujave fan. No, man, Vokzman. Just know that Mzansi music inspires me. It drives me crazy. I don't need to search. I don't need to go on Google in order to get inspired. Like I can use my mother's catalog or my aunt's catalog or catalog go jukebox in whoever's tavern. Whenever I go ekasi, that can easily influence me. Or a simple flate, a Jovijo flate, that's enough for me. Yeah, one. So let me just stick to the Mzansiness.
No, I love that. I love that, man. I love that so much. Do you think, Lunga, we give enough praise, we give enough love back, enough flowers to these artists? I mean, you've mentioned brand artists, in fact, from Babu Kefas, Nomam Letumbulu, to Oliver Mtukudzi. Do you think we as South African musicians, first of all, when I say South African musicians, that for the fact that we are able to go back and actually perhaps sample their music and bring their music back into life, into modern generations. Just like, I mean, it's always happened with hip hop in America. That's what they keep on doing. They keep on sampling their music from way back and bringing it back to life. And it sounds amazing. But when I look at, do you think we are doing perhaps enough of that? Do you think are we giving enough recognition to these grand artists that we've had in our land? Thank you.
Yo, Vokzman, don't get lied to, mfana. Scarabona online posting, yo, whoever's track is blazing. Yeah, Baba, we listen to music. We listen to music, not production. With this, what we're doing, all of us, is production. It's not music. Music is what let me not get too deep. Let me not get too deep about that part. But Vokzman, to answer you, we do pay homage to them, just not enough. Like, it can never be enough. We can even come together as the whole of South Africa and through a 5-year bash. It won't be enough, Baba. Singahlinza an elephant as an African ceremony to appease them as a madlozi of music. It won't be enough. Like, we can never do enough to appease them. But we do pay homage and we do listen to them and learn from their teachings a lot. A lot. Ask any musician right now. If you just hit what's a question is straight and not give them a journalist question, ask them, man, what do you think of Oliver Mtukudzi, and hear them praise or Tuku or Uncle Tuku or Grandfather Tuku to Ama 2000. Ask anyone about Huma Sikela, a song like Strawberries. If you know the song, please react with a heart here. You will see how many people might have come across the song and love the song. Yeah, well, so we do, Mfana, just not enough.
And so I'm leading to this notion that I think I've been sharing for the last couple of months. Do you think we have enough documentaries of these icons?
Not at all, Baba. Not at all. Not at all. I mean, I'm not sure if my children are gonna know where my bass lines come from. Umandla speak here. They won't. They won't, simply because my little sister sibling, even, I'm not sure even if she can tell who Umandla Speaker is. What is Trompis? The Trompis, she would go to the dictionary and it's gonna tell her about whatever Trompis is, not the Trompis that we know. Yabo Chakarumba. Yabo. So this one, it's a tough one, but I think I'm gonna advocate on this. I just had a light bulb moment. Yeah. I think I'm.
And then regarding you now, right? Regarding you, and I did mention this to Zito as well as Mash, that you'll have this beautiful talent that we hear, that we see, but it's not getting documented, and it doesn't need someone else to do it. It just needs you to do it. And perhaps, yes, we have this problem of money and so on, but it should be your responsibility. Because at the end of the day, as you just mentioned, Uti, our kids will never know how amazing Spikiri made music. Never. They will never. There's this song that I heard. He released it in like '92 or something. It's a fire jam. It's an instrumental. I think it's called FK something. But Spikir. That song is amazing. It's but there's no documentation. Like, it's not documented. I can't just go on YouTube and learn and see how Speakery did his music, or how his life went from Amirolands to Ikalau, and so on and so on and so on. So from your side, what are you doing as an artist, as a musician, to document yourself so that you live forever, so that we can let know of our grandchildren, Uguti? If you want to learn about music, go check out that documentary go learn and see how Lunga was making music. Go see his live as a musician, but also as a human being. Are you doing that, Lunga?
Personally, on my side, Vokzman and everyone in the space. On my side, I think I've been doing it the past couple of years. I was with Cafe de Flore TV and radio. Now we were one of the first people to live stream events, especially Newtown events. These events, really, the warehouse kind of events. We were one of the first people that were documenting and live streaming and also doing that kind of stuff. We started that in hope of doing that, but somehow, somewhere, you get consumed in this whole media sphere. There's a lot to do, in this media sphere that we try by all means to document. RuffCrust sessions and RuffCrust media, they are actually galleries, not labels. Yeah, one of that part I'm still working on it to really to introduce Ganjan to the masses. Yeah, when they're not labeled, just like Selville, they'll take the catalog. It's something that you would refer to year by year by year by year.
Absolutely. And Salval is doing your amazing things. But let's give in the mic to to Lloyd. Lloyd is also the host of the Deep House Space. So if you are available tomorrow at 12 p.m., the lineup tomorrow is crazy. June Jazzin, Fazo, and Leptonic, right? If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, please do come check us out on the Deep House Space at 12 o'clock. Lloyd and Mike.
Oh yes, oh yes. I wanted to add on whatever Lunga was saying in terms of his siblings not knowing Otrom. I wanted to ask Kutiena, what is he doing to change that? What are you doing, Lunga, to change the fact that your siblings don't know Trumpis? How orang swale batho?
Maybe nkare lunga wa bua ne, but I think network ya hae I think it's just the network. So in the meantime, okay, let's play another song and we'll wait for Lunga to come back. You can actually see that there's a network issue because his mic is unmuted, but we can't hear him. Yeah, we can't hear him. So let's go and play another song. Let's play another song. And I'll just text him or maybe you must leave tweet and come back. Load shedding, senzela, hours, doing so all kinds of crazy things. All kinds of things. But yeah. I'll play a song. From the Giant's Leap, and the Giants compilation, Volume 6, compiled by Mood Dusty. This one came out last year. And one of the songs that I want to play is Lunga's song, which is track number 2 on the compilation, Gogo's Voodoo. Hey, I'm a title lawa. But anyway, please enjoy and thank you for coming through. Thanks for joining us. Shout out to everyone who's here. As always, as listeners come first on our spaces. Thank you so much for joining us. Please enjoy the music. And that is Gogo's Voodoo by our guest tonight, Lunga SA. And this was released on the Giants compilation, which is compiled by Mood Dusty. He's actually releasing the Giants compilation volume 7 tomorrow, which is also compiled by him. So you can actually go and check that out all the way from Candid Beings Records.
And I also have a single on the compilation.
Oh yes, of course. Shout out, Chai. Thanks for mentioning that. Before you got cut off, I think Lloyd was asking, what are you doing as an artist? I guess as yourself to make it a point that your sister doesn't forget the likes of our speaker. Did you hear the question, Lunga?
Oh yes, I did, Vokzman. I got cut off. It's a bit dark where I am, but it's a story for another day. So yeah, now on my side, like for label's sakes, RuffCrust Sessions, RuffCrust Media, there's Full Music, and there's Selville. They're mostly not. Okay, at least we don't take them as labels, but galleries where we get to get the best out of Zanzi, the likes of Tonic and Nick Soleil, and present them to the world, to those idols I was speaking about. That I got to meet them, maybe have like a sit down with them, or have a communication kind of relationship with them. I present them to those kind of people. I present them to opportunities of that kind of stature. And continue with the work. So their music is gonna be regarded as a Mona Lisa in the next 70-something years. Yeah, well, this is me prophesying and speaking good into the universe, manifesting. So the music of the likes of Tonic and Nick Soleil in the next 70-something years will be regarded and also prized as the same amount as Body Mona Lisa. I believe for music waruna is at that level now. Rock Tonic can be a young Beethoven of some kind, because what he does, barely a lot of people his age in Japan or China can do what Rocktronic do. Now, when it might be a hard pill to swallow, but it's the truth. So we take them and present them to the world. And then on my side, I think I mentioned before, Hore, those bases that I use, your bubblegum, your kwaito, your whatever, my aim is to preserve those things that our elders or our parents failed to preserve for people younger than us. I'm taking the same sound and presenting it in a modernized way. I'm preserving it for years and years to come. Ibe useful, kwaito doesn't have to die. It didn't die. Hence, we always play it. Singing mid-tempo doesn't have to die. It didn't die. We've got the likes of a senior oat. We've got the likes of mid-tempo Batman, FKA Mash. We've got the likes of me. It hasn't died. It will never die. There's Amapiano. Shout out to the Amapiano guys. They're doing well. We don't like accepting and speaking about this from Saidiaronia, the deep house and underground movements, but it's fine. Lillian, I'm struggling to congratulate them, but hey, shout out to them. What they're doing, that's preserving what our Kwaito legends failed to preserve on their behalf, because they were busy making it. They didn't make it, Banahan, or maybe in the long run into it will cut hair. They never thought of it that way. The constant innovation in music, you can never prepare for that. It just hits you. It just comes. Yeah, one. So me, with my music, I aim to preserve what South Africans have done, have been doing from national anthem days. Since the national anthem was penned down, everything has to be preserved, according to me. Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to do, and I pray that I win.
Lloyd, I'm not Tincha. Any counter
No,
question, perhaps?
I clapped hands for him. Kulma Amnandi Lunga. Kulma Amnandi. He's preaching. It's facts only. It's giving us facts. I like this side of everything house music. Each and every guest that comes here, they have different views, and we truly appreciate those. Yeah, Lunga's taking another 10 in terms of looking at how our music is preserved. Siyabonga.
Thanks a lot, Lloyd. Thanks to you. I like that question. It comes from a place of lerato, man. Yeah, well, it's not a question that should get someone like of the likes of me to be all over the place and beat around the bush. It's the truth. It's the simple truth. Yeah, well, the more we say it, the more a lot of people realize what's really going on. You're not going to these grooves just to drink or hufasa, or but when we actually into this music, it's part of it's who we are. It describes us, Baba. And so the more we speak this kind of stuff into the universe and become more positive, so the more it's gonna work for us, Baba. Because Lorona, we killing the game. We killing it. We just have to work together and get it where it should be, Mabon. Now we need to work on the unity side. Nabo. I should just open like a political party just to advocate for dance music. Like if we tell umngoma Zulu, if we tell yeah, Vokzman and Lloyd can fit now, because what you guys are doing as well. Asemang lemang. Lunga SA doesn't get a platform like this in order to express himself. A lot of people don't know this side of me. When you guys gave me the chance to be vocal about what I believe in, what I do, even though I couldn't like disclose a lot on what I do, what I'm currently busy with. But yeah, shout out to the platform and to many more years, abundance, etc., etc. Say you receive, gentlemen.
I
Job
receive.
Ruthie.
I receive. Naganjan. Pagat inside.
Hey, Pastor Lunga. Hey.
So, Lunga, let's take it to your releases. Now, let's take it to your releases of music. And let's start. Beyond our seas. Yeah, beyond our seas. So, take us through it. You did mention. So, what was your first release, and where was it in terms of overseas and these record labels that are so massive that side? What was it, and how did that perhaps come about? How were you welcomed? Ufike kanjani lapho ukuze urelease umculo lapho? Thank you.
The first stuff that I got to release was with Peng. And Peng Africa, I was like 15 or 16 years old. It's a couple of years back. I went around 2011, 12, 2010, 11, 12, around there. That's one of the first labels that I got to work with. But the content got removed. A lot of content by those years got removed online. The only thing that I might say is remaining from a huge label abroad is King Street Sounds. I've got a single that got released in 4 different compilations from the label. And that's the second single that I got to release. And I've been making a lot of music as a ghost producer for people and big labels. Okay, God bless me. I nearly gave out some crucial information. There's a lot of music there's a lot of music that I made for a lot of people. You'll see them more part 2 of Azania. Let me just give you guys that cliffhanger instead of name dropping now and maybe sounding arrogant or whatever. You'll see them on my next album. You'll notice them, and I'm sure that the sound will click now. You'll start adding, oh man, no man, that's the rhythm I heard from Lunga's 1 2 1 2 1 2. So right now, there's international labels. It's just the songwriting part, mixing and mastering, and ghost production. Because I make music under more aliases as well, not Lunga SA Pela. I make a lot of music with a lot of names, different besides the Lunga SA. I make a lot of hip hop. I make a lot of hip hop from Zanzi and artists abroad. Okay, I'm not rich. I'm not a Dr. Dre. I'm not an ill mind. I'm just a guy from Ekasi, the same way ke tlohile Mokopane ka tla Jozi, from Jozi to Cape Town. This is me now reaching to, started from day one, by the way, reaching out to the masses that are abroad and letting them on what we have, Kamoset in Larones, Mzansi. And then so far it's just pushing the deep house Mzansi brand also. I work with a lot of Mzansi deep house people. I'm friends with them as well. We brothers take care of one another. We just don't retweet one another's stuff. We actually check on one another, have picnics. Like we're softies. We're just a bunch of softies that have a good ear for melody and drums and bass lines that go good together. It's Candid Beings, the compilation that you just spoke of. That's my last release on the label. We're not fighting or anything. I'm just gonna be focusing on the Lunga SA brand and the labels that I just mentioned. And I'm working a lot with Abu El Bayo. A lot of people understand through. A lot of people just know I'm working a lot with the Mzansi house people now. And I'm also tapping into the Amapiano market, the hip hop market as well with my other aliases. We're tapping into jazz and gospel with Zito. And these are secrets. We're tapping into the jazz and gospel scene with Zito and contemporary music. Expect something with, imagine neo soul with Afro jazz. Imagine Enrique Badu with Usistandi Somazwai and the Muffins on one song. Imagine Redman, Questa, or the whole Wu-Tang Clan with Questa and 25K beat made by DJ Ready D on the decks. So that's the kind of stuff we're working on, but it won't be with the people internationally. It will be us, Abantu baseMzansi, doing that, actually playing nabo half ground on their turf. So yeah, like there's a lot that's gonna come out from Lunga SA. There's a lot that's gonna come out from Selville. There's a lot coming from RuffCrust Media, RuffCrust Sessions. There's a lot coming out from Fu Music. Please, guys, check out Fu Music. There's amapiano, there's hip hop, there's trap. It's another side label that I work with Zito on. And yeah. Oh, and my album is coming out, guys.
Nah, shout out. Ushane Flayed. Yeshizonyiwa moze. Ushane Flayed. No, shout out, man. Shout out. And just again to mention to everyone in the space, please, you are more than welcome to grab the mic and become a part of the conversation. Please don't be shy. You can come up and share your thoughts regarding our guest and perhaps some of the things that he has mentioned or we have mentioned too. So don't be shy. We don't bite. We're just lovers of music. That's all we are. Lloyd and Cha, unmute.
Oh yes. Lunga, what? Because I hear you are proud to be a ghost producer. What are your thoughts on ghost production? And if you do know any other ghost producers that have produced like a song that is currently big or that was big a year or two ago, what are your thoughts on that being on the sideline and somebody's claiming your work?
That's easy. Lloyd, that's very easy. Ghost production, just like any kind of production, has to be done the legal way. There are certain protocols and procedures that have to be followed that are always hammered into our heads, be it online or there's expos where speakers speak of themselves and not letting in too much information. They do let out a bit about no, get your admin straight, Baba. Do your research. The same way that you know that your track, when you submit it for release or inging, has to be in the same format. That's the kind of research that must be done. So I'm not saying people are dumb, they're not reading contracts. No, don't get my words wrong. But everyone must educate themselves with the music business. Young tall. We can speak on this the whole day, the whole year. Musicians, artists, producers, creatives alike need to educate themselves with the business. They just have to do that. It's non-negotiable. So now on my side, my stuff happen to be aligned. I'm not saying I'm not being cheated. I have those cons calculated. I know what I'm being cheated of and how. And I sign the contracts knowing what's happening on my side. That's what keeps me content. I know what I got myself into, what I'm getting myself into. The nice part is that it aids my art. Besides, Lunga SA produce this, whatever that I touch influence the next or the previous. That's what I like about this ghost production thing. And the day I'm also gonna disclose the different artist names and stuff. Please, just I think I prayed it must be my wedding that day. The day I disclose this stuff, Joe. I pray that you guys see Hurvel. I'm not just blabbing, but I'm also trying to instill hope. I'm trying to instill hope, but we're not hopeless. These things are doable. Yeah, well, I might have the same textbook as Dr. Dre, for instance, but he uses it in a different way. And I also do it. The fact that we have the same textbook should mean something. We both know what we know. Lona Watoka textbook don't know. So if when you wanna go the Dr. Dre way, it's fine. But the truth is, remember Zanzi. You're gonna have to do things them Zanzi way. Register company, go to Risa Sambro. Even though there is talks or Risa is in, not Risa Sambro is in debt, so on and so forth. Just follow those procedures so that you can get the admin out of the way and as correct as possible. You can also Wikipedia that stuff. It's everywhere. Like the Mzansi Deep House, and not Deep House only, the Mzansi producers and so on and so forth. They're doing their best to get the word out there, lady steps, what to do, how to follow. And we also open. You can simply like DM your favorite producer here on Twitter or Facebook or any. We're gonna answer and lead you to the right way. We just have to educate ourselves, guys, about this. There's no shortcut. So whoever's being cheated at school fees, you were once there, we learned. That's how it goes. I wanna
Yeah,
professional. Yeah.
but Lunga, when you are taking the legal route, I'm talking about ghost production. I mean, something you produced 100%, but then when somebody shares it somewhere in a tavern and says Vokzman, right? You are not
Yeah.
you are not credited anyway. That's the ghost production I'm talking about. To go to and what are your thoughts on that? 100% of your work, but then Lloyd is the owner of a certain song. And by the way, possibly I gave you 1,500 for the song.
Okay.
That's why I am with this ghost production.
Okay, Lloyd. Me now, when you said ghost production, I'm thinking the way it has to be done, the correct way.
When you are
What are
giving me
they?
protocols, I'm not asking for protocols
Oh,
because Tina, we're already
no, no.
inside. We're
What?
inside the business already. We know what's happening. We know Rogotai, Lunga SA produced this, and somebody, Vokzman is claiming this. We know those. But for someone who's outside, as a
Yeah.
fan and just love of music, doesn't know anything. Yeah, bo.
Mm.
That's the ghost production I'm talking about.
That's
For
not
someone who
ghost
doesn't know
production.
anything.
That's theft, Moss. That's you stealing someone else's intellectual property. And I can just start with Amaperet or the police, or I can simply deal with you traditionally. Yeah, or I can make a plan. It's theft. That's not ghost production. Ghost production, it's you coming to me. I play you a song and you like it and you wanna have it somehow, some way. Now on my side we agree. Or no, man, Lloyd, give me such and such, and then in I'll keep such and such, and we'll split whatever that's coming up to that. Yabona. Is someone just coming and taking my song without even me? It's theft. It's not ghost production. Yabona. Unless if we spoke and then you don't meet my requirements as the producer, that's a whole different story. Yabona. The nice thing about this conversation is that it's always gonna lead to the legal route. Things are gonna have to be done legal. You are gonna have to get lawyers or go to court if you're that big and your music is that nice. You're gonna go to court to sue someone suing someone. A lawsuit isn't 550. Wabona say papetlang le gravy at KFC. It's expensive. Legal fees are expensive. Wabona. So it's theft, Lloyd. Haisale ghost production. Ghost production is now you wanting a track from a producer or asking a producer to produce for you, but you buy them off. You buy them off the production. I think I'm done. Over, Lloyd.
Oh yes. I hear you. I hear you. So now that I'm getting to the one that we agreed to go to, Emma, you're gonna give me 1, 2, 3, and then I give you this much, right? And then somehow I'm making I'm making 90% more of the money that I gave you. When I as a ghost producer, how would you feel?
Uh, so now, Lloyd, let's just say Lloyd is the ghost producer. Ne? Lloyd is the ghost producer.
Yeah.
I wanna buy a track or I wanna get a track from Lloyd. Again, Lloyd, offer me something. Or how do you normally sell your tracks? Give me something so that I can give you a reenactment of a normal scene. Lloyd, are you there?
We are listening.
Yeah, let's say, okay, I thought you were going to give me a figure, but okay. Let's say you agree on 50-50. All right?
Yeah. 50-50, yes.
Are we signing or is it a verbal agreement?
Verbal.
Aye, you see now, it's your word against the rich one. The rich one affords legal stuff now. Yeah, when it's your word against him, unless if you've got proof in stems or a project form and you're really ready emotionally, physically, and financially to take on the legal battle, then it will go that route. But either way, that's why I was saying either way, it's going to have to, it's leading to something legal. Omunye uzoboshwa in between the two. It might be the one with a lot of influence. It might be the one with the no key. Lobamnokayo might be the one winning, but it's going to have to go through the legal way or sangomikali traditionally in my scenario.
I hear you. Vox. Ashengoma lapha.
Did I answer?
I think you did answer. That's why he's like, you want to dwell into what you answered for us. But shout out to everyone who's joined us as always. Thanks for coming through. We normally last 2 hours, Lunga. I think you know that.
Yeah.
Lunga, do you actually know that we lost 2 hours?
Yeah.
But how much more time do we have with you?
24 hours.
Oh, okay. I like that. Even Ryan said that last time. But we didn't take it 24 hours, of course. But I think maybe we can knock off at 11. I think, is that fine?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we started off a bit late. Apologies again. Apologies to everyone. Let's play another song. There's a remix in Vetoyenzi, like a Jimmy Lulu. Can I play that?
Okay, cool. Can I give you an exclusive? Let me give you an exclusive. Let me send you an exclusive. Is it too late?
No, you can send. You can send, my brother.
Okay, I check your app. I'll send you something now. We're not just play something. Just choose one for the people in the space.
Okay, Nzile Wafit, you're gonna have some new music playing. I like that. I like it. We liked it a lot. So I'm gonna play the song that is actually coming out, Yagalunga, tomorrow on Candid Beings, the Giants compilation, Volume 7, which is called Due Document, right? Or
Yeah, it's new document flipped. So that you went.
why does the why does the title look like this?
I didn't have a name for a nice track. So it sounds foreign. I want people like tracks that have foreign names. So I just took the D and N and swapped them, put the D on the ends place and vice versa. And it sounded like, a nice deep house track with a cafe del what kind of name, but in an African way. Hey.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Due document. This is track 15 on the compilation, which is coming out tomorrow.
Sorry to step on your mouth, Vokzman. It's also the last track I'm ever gonna release with Candid Beings. That's the outro of me releasing with them, because I'm gonna be focusing on a lot of post production and stuff, and yeah, I'll share more on that later on. But that's the outro, hence Ibile the last track on the compilation.
Lovely to hear that. This is track 15, as he mentioned, on the Giants Giants compilation volume 7, House of Memories, compiled by Mood Dust. Check it out, please, tomorrow on Candid Beings. It's getting released tomorrow. Please enjoy.
Everything house music, propelling sounds with meaning, delivering on emotions that lack feeding. Intact, your souls have no peeling. Everything house music, casting spells on unlearned beings, bringing them to the underground. These are grooves that are worthy. House music is where it's at, believe me. Everything house music.
There is nothing out there that sounds better than this. That is Bongane Mehlo Makulu, everything house music. And before that, yes, I played this wonderful song that is coming out tomorrow on the Giants compilation compiled by Mood Dusty, House of Memories, due document by our guest Ulunga. And he's back. I think he had a connection issue, but he's back. He's back. So, what last did we actually mention about? Okay, yeah, Lloyd was, and then I played music because we were talking too much. But Lunga, question, right? I want to know, are we doing enough in the industry to bring in female producers? I mean, when I say the industry, I'm saying the music industry. Seldomly, you hear of a deep house producer, right? But it gets even worse. I think in hip hop, I don't even know a female producer that makes hip hop music. I can't remember hearing anyone saying. But yeah, even Gom or Jai or Yawan. But do you feel like are we doing enough as males in the industry who are dominating the industry? Are we doing enough to mentor female producers, to bring them forth, to give them the platform, to make them also thrive in the music industry? Thanks.
Yo, not at all. We suck. You see, we were coming to that, like, yo, why phone ungihlekisanga abantu? You see, with that, we struggling, Baba, and it's not even fun. We're failing dismally. And you get to see the sisters out there that are better than our brothers, Baba. You just mentioned now you don't know of a female that makes hip hop, produces hip hop. There's K Faith. Is it Faith K or K Faith? It's K Faith. Come on, K Faith or Faith K? K Faith. K Faith. She's also one of the lecturers at Cape Town Audio College, I think. Yeah, Cape Town Audio College. She's a mad producer. Works with the likes of Abumatler, Boy, Diko Wala. You name them. You guys can simply Google search her or check her out here on Twitter. She's doing some very good stuff, Baba. Also in the deep house scene, our Black Villain are coming up with fire. Sis Buhle, like, but we can't hide the fact that it's not you male or female or LGBTQI RSTUVZ plus minus times. It's my song, Fana. When it's in the blood, it's in the blood. Now, when as much as we kick ass at what we do, there are females out there that are killing this production or DJ, whatever. Flopokore, we just sideline them. That's the sad truth. That's the sad truth. We sideline them. We're not doing anything enough. And Len, I feel so bad speaking of it so freely. Because Len, I don't have a solution. I found things the way they are. Young Frostana Lloyd, that's very difficult to like support a movement when it's not supposed to be a movement but a cause, or not even a cause, or something of importance. We still have a lot that we need to work on as the music industry here in Mzansi. A lot. Women aren't just dancers or vocalists or to the degrading point tea ladies or a maid. These people have talents the same way that we have talents as males and dominate the industry. The females do as well. So the more we start breaking these kind of boundaries, the better. We're not doing anything, and Lena, as someone who's in this, it's very sad to utter with this mouth of mine.
I like the honesty, man. I like the honesty. We've had a couple of them in our spaces. We've had 29 Mindset. We've had Black Villain. We've had Sismuhle. Yeah, no, we've actually tried to just reach out to as furthest as we can, and we keep on. That's why you always say in our spaces that if you know someone who makes music and perhaps who also needs a platform like ours, please shout out. We need more of these people. They need to be heard. They need to be given their flowers. Also, they need to be given the platform so that they can. So whatever fruit they are planting can also be as beautiful as others. So I like the honesty, man. Shout out to you. I see here we have a new speaker. Let's hear what this new speaker has got to say. Hank Kilroy, unmute, please. Welcome to Everything House Music. Hank Kilroy. Okay, I'm gonna go for the last time. Maybe Hank, I don't know, he's in load shedding. He can't hear me. Hank, please unmute. Let us hear you. Okay, Hank doesn't want to speak to me. Maybe the moon is upon him, just like it is there on the ivy, and he's busy praying. I don't know.
No. Vokzman emhlabeni. So it might be or maybe low self-esteem stuff, we all pass through that, but he'll pull through or she'll pull through. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. I hope so too. But see, there's some new speakers also that have come through. Let's start with, I think, Keytones. Keytones has been trying to come on. Keytones, welcome to Everything House Music. How are you?
Hola, who's gents, ladies? How are you?
How's it going? Simnandi, wena?
Ngimnandi. What's up, Lunga SA? I'm going back to the topic that we're talking about, the ghost producer, ghost production. I have this question, bro. What are the ins and outs of this thing of being a ghost producer? Disadvantages and advantages. How does it work? Do you all make money? And yiphenye indlela grand for a ghost producer to make money, and iziphi indlela, like things that are most important of being a ghost producer?
Shout out Keytones for the question. It's actually this ghost producer term. I don't like it, my gents and our sister. I don't like the term ghost production, because if you're a producer, you're a producer. That's what you do. Even if you don't want to disclose your aliases or your name, or if you get bored of the project, still you're a producer. The fact that you are not there and about with a ghost, I don't like that term, but I'm just a drop in the ocean of lies and whatever. Then, as producers, we just need to be registered with the relevant associations and corporations, so on and so forth. I'm not a business person, so I don't know the difference between the corporation leading in. I mean, Abo Samro, Risa, all those South African based. If you're in South Africa, register yourself with those. Get a pro bono lawyer, someone, we've got friends and family that can help us with this. Or, okay, let's say you can't afford a lawyer. The thing, the legal lawyers, these people actually work, they are lawyers. Ke Spanish sabona, ngabona. If you don't want to go through the contract alone, ngabona, we just have to research. We're not researching. So ketones, let's say you the ghost producer, because this question seems very straightforward. Fair to register yourself, have contracts when that you give out to the people that you're planning on ghost producing for with your terms. It's nicer if they also agree on the terms that you are specifying instead of theirs. Or when you argue, you're actually arguing from a point of factual evidence. Young Tola, do that, get a simple agreement contract. Ntonyana tsebe, even an affidavit. You know, ketones is gonna get a so and so for producing for Swanibani and Swanbani. That's enough. A copyright, I remember back in the days, they used to tell us, or after completing a song, send it back to your post box. Remember back in the, I'm not sure if the still post offices around, but that was another way of copyrighting your stuff. I'm not sure how legal this is. I'll research it. I'll research more on it, and then maybe come back on the next space or in the future. But register yourself. Uh, Actually get to know the people that you're working for or the people that are hiring you to do that certain job for them. Vent through their information and all. If people say you smell like strawberries and too, a lot of people, sure, you smell like strawberries. I'm saying this because I don't want to name drop labels or people, and it's bad for business on my side as well. But if they say a certain label is dangerous, and it's not one person or a niche number, but a very concerning number of people, and it's consistent, don't even try, Baba. Even if you get broke, don't do that. Rather go through the long way of going independent. Like most of us, most artists are independent artists now, and it's much simpler because everything comes from you. You're the only one you've got to blame. If you don't give out the correct contract, you're blaming yourself. If invoices don't go out on time, you blame yourself. If no, the project to Shapagiri deadline, you've got yourself to blame. Uyabona? So on the ghost production side, I can only say much. Like I need time to actually unpack this in a correct manner. Right now I'm just trying to like spitball and grasp the most important stuff that you have to do as a producer. Register yourself, make yourself legit, just to make sure the money actually reaches you. Tola, get contracts for you as a producer that you give out to the people that want your ghost in quote marks, ghost production services. Tola, do that. So those are the basics that I can think of right now. But it would actually be a nice topic to like give out more information on and go more in depth with detailed points because it's very crucial, Joe. But for now, this is what I can answer coming from my side. Oh, and get original software, guys. Stop cracking stuff. Well, what we can actually tell if you use cracked software or not. The sound don't sound the same.
Eesh. Yeah, shout out for that submission, brother. Thank you, Ketones. Ketones SA. He's also got he's added SA to his name. It would be actually nice to actually find out. Ketones, why did you add SA to your name?
Okay. When I was doing my research about the name, there's a group that is already using the same name, which is a band, if I'm not mistaken. Bashaya sort of an electro or something. Yo, then the Bona Bebe the keytunes. So I added SA just to make it simpler and ningwazi ukutholakala nami kalula, so that my music is ikwazi ukutholeka. Because there's also another guy, I think wenza piano with naye ukeytunes, just that akanawo SA. So for me, for people to get my music easily, bakwazi ukungithola, that's why I added an SA.
Nah, shout out, brother. Thanks for sharing that, Tiabong. But maybe next time have names like ours. Like have a name like Vokzman. Nowhere.
That V in Afrikaans. That V in Afrikaans, man. It does some better stuff, eh? That V in
Mancane, man. Mancane, man, lo. Let's give the mic to Kama the Journey. Start off SA. Here's another SA.
No, man. That was when when I first joined Twitter, Game of Thrones type of nonsense. Yeah, so yeah, man. It's been a while since I've been in the space, Vokzman and Lloyd. I'll welcome myself back. Lunga,
Ula Brakama.
Fede Braga.
Green food. That's how I jump in Shoratzwana.
Oh, Ane, Esvar. Yeah, so look, my question is on, there's an increasing, I don't know whether it's demand or what, of exclusives. And now producers are now doing what they call direct purchases. You understand? If you get gigging, Vokzman got a track from Lunga, Backdoor, Akshaye Ngayo, and only Karma, and then, hey, Baba, what's this track? It's going to get released next year. You understand? And then now you struggle to understand. So I want to ask Lunga or Bona Braga, this exclusive business, I think now it's in demand and it's increasing from DJ to DJ now. I mean, go Kasilo and now people are always saying not exclusive. What's an arbona you can Shazam and naked exclusive. I want to understand now the repercussions of this exclusiveness on a producer, and why are producers now running away from selling their music on digital platforms to now direct purchases. Brayaga, or no, you are a preacher. Confess one more.
Brother, come on. Here's the word. No, the spirit and the word tells me, hooray. Okay, let me speak from my perspective. I'm also big on exclusive sales. I'm very big, Baba. I make close to 20 tracks. I make, gents, the number of tracks I have. Either way, I'm gonna, let's say I agree with a certain label or certain compilation for them to distribute it on my behalf or include it in a compilation. That would be for promo services on my side, because either way the sales online are not that good unless you're working with a very reputable label. I do a lot of exclusive sales because I've got a lot in my catalog. And sorry for the French, the vulgar language. No, like we defecating, Baba. We defecate. It's hard in the underground scene. Like the sales are they barely. I can't do anything. It only buys me clout. It only buys me that thing. Oh, Lunga. He works with Mamang. The sites identify you with the people. When you buy music, I'm sure they say whoever also listens to whoever. So we picked this for you according to because you're listening to whoever or searching for whoever. It's just there to generate an algorithm of us knowing one another. Like it's difficult getting the coins there unless you own each and every cent of your royalty. That's only when it pays off, and it's still Leona Gestraf. But at least this exclusive thing, it gives us that thing. You remember back in the day when you were buying vinyl, you'd actually bribe the guy back at the counter, or the guy, the teller. Is it safe to say teller? Because it's a music store. Is the person selling music at the music store a teller or a music seller? Please help me on this one.
A store manager, at least.
Okay, a manager, the person with the dog there at the shop. When there's certain shipment that comes, it may be a track high in demand, it might be a banger. But you had to bribe them, you had to beg them, "Rabon, I'm fair to the next shipment of records that come there. So and so and so, please hide them for me. Yeah, I'll do 1 2 1 2 1 2." So with exclusives, we're trying to bring that culture back. Rabona, the guys, it was dead and it's back. You guys have forgot about that culture so much. It's foreign now. That's how exclusives work. That's how all these DJs are great because they played a lot of gems before others. They introduced different kinds of sounds before others could. They are the ones shaping. That's what we were doing with these exclusives. Hence the big growth, especially in Mzansi Deep House. The growth in 3 years is very humongous. Like you can tell, or guys are working. Guys are working. Like we now getting devices of some sort. Our sounds aren't the same. Some of us aren't cracking softwares anymore. So with exclusive, at least I can update my licenses. Yeah, I've got transport to maybe go to a studio session just to hear my sound on a different studio setup than mine, a properly professional studio that I wouldn't afford, that probably my peers in London or Japan or USA have access to, and I don't have to. I don't have that kind of access. I pay for that so that I can match them technically. So most of these exclusives do that for us. Data. A lot of musicians are full-time musicians. So when total with data, food, running your house, your day, it's a job. Basically, it's a job, and I'm not ashamed to say I live off selling exclusives.
Yes, Vaskar tipa nomoro jadina. That's the problem. You understand?
Which numbers, Brakama?
Kiradi DJ, you get the Vokzman or no? Kilunga, where can I get hold of Lunga? The exclusive Vokzman no. Ke Braya no. I was one. But I understand your point. Thank you very much for clarifying. Thank you for giving me a chance to speak, Lloyd Vokzman. Sure.
Sure, Karma. Karma the journey. Shout out, brother. Thanks for joining and thanks for coming through again to everything house music. I think on my side, just to add on this direct sales, right? So on a broader spectrum, as a fan, what I am seeing as a fan is that the industry uh, is making way too much music. First of all, is making way too much music. I think we just have way too much house music in Komzansi. It's unbearable, and there's not enough of us to consume the music, right? So there's not enough of us to buy and listen. Well, there's not enough of us. There isn't. Some other people listen to Maskadi, Lape Natali. You come this side to Cape Town, they listen to Gqom, Cape Town Gqom, they listen to Afrikaans hip hop. You go to Limpopo, they listen to Makadzi. Yeah, so the spectrum of where your music can actually land is limited. It's quite limited. That's what I think. That's what I've seen. So we have way too much music that is made, but no one is available to actually consume the music. So that's why you have these guys. Now they're like, okay, as in, how do I also make money? Right? They are DJs, and there's a lot of us DJs. And I can sell the music to them rather, directly to them. And that's how I can make money. That's how they actually do make money. And we help them so much. Honestly, we help them so much, even though, hey, his prices are ridiculous at times. Yes, yes. But I think that's just what it is. That's what I see. Like tomorrow, for instance, how many albums are getting released tomorrow? How many EPs? Like, and who is there who's gonna consume those music? Like for instance, this week I received 3 promos, right? 3 promos of plus minus 35 songs. Where is the time to listen to all of that music? When is the time to actually play all of that music? Besides all of the music that I haven't received that I'm going to go and buy myself. So that's what I personally think. There isn't enough people in SA to consume the amount of house music that we are making. And in Zulu, say house music. So when I say house music, I say deep house, soulful house, amapiano, gqom, so on and so on. So that's my addition to that. Let's give the mic to Ketones. Maybe Ketones also wants to add. Ketones, would you like to add to that, brother?
Yeah. I mean, in my perspective, I think Lentama exclusive and direct purchases, it's only because some other producers are not making money on iTunes or Traxsource and stuff. That's why they end up doing my direct purchases. That's how they make money. Because lento yoku-stream music, it's ayinamali, yabo. There's no money kule nto leyo. You release an EP only to uthole statement uthole ukuthi akukho mali. I mean, I haven't made any money through music, so I think it's also a good direction ukuthi-ke people do ama-direct purchases where uyakwazi ukuthi-ke I'm giving Vokzman this track uzonginika this certain amount mina engiyifunayo. So mese ngibalile ukuthi if I sell it to 10 people I make this much, so nami sengiyakwazi ukwenza inyuka. I think it's more like a business side of music where lapho abantu abenza khona imali rather than release nje music kube khona kuma-digital stores only to find out ukuthi ayikho inyuku ozoyithola ekugcineni. Sharp. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.
Nah, shout out Ketones. Lunga?
Just to add on what Ketones just disclosed, there's a lot that goes into releasing music, and we also finding out that like daily there's a new thing that needs to be done when you release music, a new protocol. It's starting to have that Home Affairs feel, where you go to Home Affairs for a simple thing, then they ask 2 ID photos. Then you ask yourself, why can't they photocopy that other one and add ingi and maybe Photoshop it? It's that kind of thing. Like boom marketing, we don't afford PR. That's the straight up truth. We don't. It's not easy. It's not cheap. Yeah, well, basic things like photography and graphic design. Pardon me. Basic things like that, we don't afford them, and these labels keep on ripping us off. Coming to that, some producers want their own mastering engineers, but they don't have the choice to do so simply because the label doesn't offer that, and they also don't afford those services. At least if the labels invest more on the content they're getting an artist, then the exclusive thing, it will decrease a showcase that I'm sure of, because we're doing this exclusive thing for promo. It works. The more you play a track, the more it gets to the ears. Now it's in your head now. Another DJ wants it. They're gonna make sure they get it, even if you don't give them Hori, no, I bought it from this guy. Just the title, that's enough. That's promo enough. That's how much we don't afford promo. Just the title of the track is promo enough to get that producer to a certain level. or certain space where their music is appreciated, because the labels are failing to do so. They solely focus on selling and not the artist. It's always about the label, not the creator. The artist can never, excuse me again, the artist can never be bigger than the label. And it's sad. That's why we sell exclusives to feed us, to, pardon me, my throat is getting,
Puzamanzi. Puzamanzi.
let me pull that manzi. It's getting that Mendoza vibe, or Tochu, whatever. So we don't afford those things, Vokzman. We don't. So exclusives, we killing a lot of birds with one stone. We don't even see it as wasting content, because now we release stuff and it doesn't reach the people it has to. But with exclusives, it reaches them and still it doesn't leak, Baba. That's the nice part about exclusives. Exclusives don't leak. We can argue about that. Tell me one song that was sold exclusively and it leaked up until it got released. Or me, on my side, my exclusives, I never release them. So whatever that's exclusive, it never goes out to the stores. It stays in as an exclusive, and as that, each year or each month passes, it gains more value. I can simply sell it 4 times the amount it was last year, because now it's in demand and I'm the only one that can supply it, not all the stores. Yabona. So this is a way of teaching ourselves the distribution and publishing, because we're the ones to blame whenever something goes wrong, because we sold it exclusively. So it's a way to educate ourselves while making money and cutting corners, and it's working. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people here, from exclusives, Foxman, as the great spinner you are. I know. Showcase. They come from exclusives, and now you happy that you bumped into them somehow, some way, because you managed to give the relevant ears what they had to hear, what those artists had to offer. So let's look at the good and not the bad of the exclusives. The growth of the movement, what it's doing for the movement. Let's speak on that, please, and minus this thing of kicking them, because either way we don't buy music. Ngiyabonga.
La ishaya khona mfakisi. La ishaya khona. Um, we always get this when you go towards the end of the show, and then all of a sudden there's so many speakers like we have now. So let's go to Augustino Shimani. Good evening, brother.
Hello. Hello.
Shafiri.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Am I audible?
Yeah, Mfana, you are. Mfana, I think you must just
Okay.
get closer to your mic or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting me on speaker. Ngaka mo Ngaka Lunga.
Yes, ubulela molwetshi bawuthusha.
Oremo.
Shabu fere Augustino.
I'm good, man. I want to ask you a question, because I know on WhatsApp, you will reply next year. So
Anxiety.
yeah, so regarding taba ya go purchase a software, like I have this question because ke na le DDJ controller, and so since like sometimes just like you move around a lot, so I pretty sure if like I happen to purchase a FL Studio, so obviously it comes with a license. So will I be able to like with a desktop computer and the laptop?
Yeah, you can. Most of the softwares come with multiple device support. You've got the power, or whatever happens. Let's say you're working on a project and then your software crashes, you can contact them and tell them, "Hey, I bought this and then it crashes, man. Why?" They're gonna get to the bottom of it and tell you how to fix it or fix it themselves. Frostan. You can do that, install it on multiple devices. You can do that, and I advise it because it protects your music. No one can hack into your software and take what they take. But when hacking, it's not only the the underground people or hacking is easy these days. Technology has become more user friendly and easier to manipulate. Anyone can get into your phone as you speak like this and get your contact list and whatever, or know where you are precisely without even contacting you. So that's how advanced technology is. It's advanced to a point where that question, you can install your software on multiple devices, but it's gonna give you a quota, like maybe one to three devices that you can install the software on, and you've got help any time of the day. They're gonna fix your issues, so on so forth. Like in a little advantage, Jedi buyer. Because I use Ableton and I move a lot around. Like you said, I travel a lot and perform a lot with the Ableton. I don't use the normal Pioneer decks. There's nothing bad about them. But I've been DJing for long, from vinyl to CDJ, the low ones up until the computer ones that we seeing now. They are no different from the live rig that I use. It's just the way that I perform. So I chose it because I can simply make a song on stage while people dance, and it's gonna add more exclusivity from those exclusives that are they have perks on them, these things, when you buy them, unlike when you crack them.
Yeah, okay, I know, I hear you. Cause yeah, even Ableton, I also use Ableton, so at least, cause I also started moving around due to your responsibilities and work stuff. So it will become as a package, at least, to be able to have it on laptop and computer, knowing that when sometimes I go back home, I just do some copy and paste projects into the computer, simple. Because even
And you're
sound
gonna,
wise, like, ke lemogile le
and it,
sound wise, like, e ya
yeah,
go hackiwa, sound wise, na quality yona man,
yeah, it differs. It differs. When
yeah.
especially since you said you've been getting controllers, like my dude, go for it. I tell you, it's no different. These CDJs that are today, they're no different from all these digital devices that are out there, whatever that we use. Wabona. So go for it. Just hide the computer. The people mustn't see the computer. They must see you and hear the music. Dango.
Danko.
Shout out, Agostino. Zwile but hide the computer. Shout out. As we are towards the close of the space, shout out to everyone who's come through. Please tomorrow join us at 12 p.m. on the Deeper Space. On the Deeper Space tomorrow we'll have June Jazzin, we'll have Leptonic, we'll have Fatso 98. They're all releasing albums. Imagine that. Yeah, so much music. And then the week after that, we've confirmed with Zulu. Yes, Zulu is gonna come through on the Deeper Space next week. And yeah, some more other artists that we're gonna bring forth. But look forward to our spaces, please. And our spaces are also uploaded on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and you type in Vokzman, you'll see this red bucket hat again. It was more or less sport VV. Type in Vokzman as it is, you'll come across my YouTube channel, or you can actually go to my bio right now. My YouTube channel link is there, and all the spaces that we do, we put them on YouTube so that people can later on also listen to them. Because we truly believe that what we're doing needs to live forever. It's beautiful content. It's amazing conversations we're having with these artists, and this can be this needs to be there for the next generation also. It can help someone else, perhaps, someone else who's starting off or whatever. But please go check it out. And next week on Everything House Music, on the 4th, which is Tuesday, we're going to have the Summer Award-winning producer, artist, Kasango. Yes, Kasango is going to be joining us on Everything House Music next week, Tuesday. That's also just going to be amazing and fun because so much I think that guy has to share, especially even touring the world and releasing music and stuff. So look out for that. Thank you, and thank you for joining as always. Before Nyakulunga, let's give the mic to Horisani. Horisani, Chapfere Autiame, thanks for joining the space. Please unmute.
Hola Vokzman. Lloyd, wabona mna Limpopo mna ifihlile mna. Kiyona wa.
Bona. Hey, last time.
Okay, now the point that I wanted to get across was is basically what Lunga has said. This thing of selling exclusive music has a very nice advantage because I remember before I was discovered by Gentle Soul Recordings, I used to submit music to all these different kind of labels, but they never paid attention. But then I think there were 3 guys from Cape Town, and then these guys were like into looking for artists. So these 3 guys, they found me, and then they bought my music, and then after buying my music, I think they were top DJs in Cape Town. So they started playing my music, pushing it on Facebook. Then people started paying attention to Uguchi. Okay, there's a guy called Orisani the Healer. And one of those labels being Submitagoyo started seeing Uguchi, okay, Nkaluwa relevant. Now they wanted me to give them my contact. And then I was approached by Paul B. Paul B gave me some vocals to remix. Then yeah, that's how I got to Gentle Soul Recordings. Then I started selling music ever since. I don't have much equipment to use, but then Imaliama Exclusive bought me a very nice PC that I can use. I don't have to suffer. Maybe processor is too low. Nice pair of headsets. Yeah. But then on Lunga's point, this thing, as much as we want to do everything right, and like you said, buying a software is a very good thing, but for now we'll use the correct ones so that we can get more money to buy the original ones.
Correct, Horisani. I forgot to add on there, Toria. You use what you have in order to get where you want to get to. Yes. Yeah, we do that. But as much as we hate our music being pirated, that's why I advocate for us now. Or we should now start buying the software the same way we're now getting nice computers and nice MIDI devices and so on and so forth. I think that's where I know you from, Gentle Soul. We've worked with the same label before. Shout out to you as well. But yeah, I'm not saying use cracked softwares or I'm not advocating that. What I'm simply saying is use what you have, and so that use what you have, so you get to a point where you now afford those softwares, which are highly needed and advisable that you buy. Oh, and also, just before Vokzman closes the space, guys, I've got an awesome album that I'm releasing this month, and it has the likes of Tanda Zukaja. It has the likes of Dr. Duda, the legend Dr. Duda, the one from Mikasa. It has a lot of fun stuff in there, a lot of people, artists, jazz musicians from my hood, Mokopane. It has some ghost production from the people close to me in the house scene that I cannot mention now. And also it has a deluxe version that I'm going to drop later on, probably before the end of the year, on January. The 26 track deep house album. Not deep house precisely, but an album. And then there's part 2, which is also going to be 25 tracks. I've already started working on. That's where you're going to see all those famous faces and so on and so forth. And yeah, I've got music. I've got tons of music with the people that you guys like. I'm not going to mention now here. I'd like you guys to get intrigued by the character and by this booty voice, and then follow someone. Hope to hear what you've heard today, because I've got a lot to offer. I've got tons and tons and tons of content to offer. And also there's a compilation that we're working with Selville. It's a Selville remixed. It's an anniversary kind of compilation. So all the tracks on that compilation are going to be remixed by me. It's a secret that I'm letting you guys in, since you follow Selville, and we appreciate that a lot. Also, a couple of projects with jazz musicians. Now we asking them to tap into what we do, this deep house Mzansi. We've got nice jazz that's also overlooked these days. The jazz scene isn't what it used to be around the days of Cape Town Jazz Festival and Bomakufe, so on and so forth. So now we're trying to work with those jazz musicians, so on and so forth. And also gospel. There's something nice gospel that we've been cooking. And yeah, just stay in the loop. Look out for Azanian LP, both the deluxe version and the normal one, and more projects to come. There's a remix with Fatso 98. I remix something for him. There's a collab with V Viper. There's a collab with Salvador in the pipeline. There's a collab with Team Adip in the pipeline. The deluxe version has a track with Rocktonic. It has a track with Nicky Deep. All your RuffCrust favorites and Selville favorites are going to be around in my music a lot. And surprising vocalists, a very, very good vocalist. Look out for that in the project. There's a guy, Jabulila Majola, just a quick shout out, and 015 Toxic, and a lot of people in the Amapiano scene will soon be in the deep house that I'm working on right now as well. So yeah, look out for a lot of experimental stuff and a couple of softwares that I'm working on. We're gonna get a VST soon from one of the guys in the Mzansi deep house scene, which is Lunga SA. I'm working on a VST plugin. Okay, 2 VST plugins. One that focuses on your mixing and one that you can play as a synthesizer or sampler. Producers and sample packs. We're working on selling sample packs made by your favorites in the music scene. Yamzansi, be it jazz, whatever. Sample packs are going to be available and presets. So it won't be the thing out now. We're sampling a lot. We're learning, we've got the theory, hence now there are platforms and such. And yeah, just expect great things. Shout out to Rumela. Remel, there's a service that deals with promo that we've developed and such. I think Zito has mentioned that in order to have something that's by us for us instead of Woody SoundCloud and so on and so forth. I'm not blacklisting them. I'm just using the time for promo. Rumela is the best out there. Check it out. Simply text Zito Mowa. He'll give you details on how to register yourself for the platform. And yeah, guys, thanks a lot. It was nice being here. Love you guys. Keep buying my exclusives. I'll keep on buying your love with laughter, jokes, sarcasm, and nice music. Good night.
No, shout out, brother. Can't believe you gave us your closing remarks already. But shout out. You said you're gonna send the song, Lunga. Angiboni lutho or uthumele kuphi? Lunga. Okay, so when he said goodbye, he said literally goodbye and he went to sleep. Okay. So he's gone. But anyway, let's get
No,
some last remarks.
I'm here.
Oh, busakho kumoya kancane mhlambe.
Yeah, I was emotional just looking at tears.
No, that's okay, brother. No, I was asking. You said the song you were sending. Did you
Yeah,
send
check
or
your WhatsApp. It's a Google Drive on your WhatsApp. Google Drive.
Oh,
Yeah.
on the WhatsApp. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, you edited there. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay,
So
shout out, brother.
just give it a minute, cause load shedding can load shed what must not be.
Hmm.
When they think they must share, they don't share. They share what they can't share. But that's how the sharing thing works. We can't share what
Hey.
it really means, so we share what we can. Check.
No, shout out.
You can check.
Yeah, no, I know we'll play it. But I wanted to give last remarks, and then I'll play the song, and then we can close the space. Nah? So let's go to Augustino again. Augustino, what we do here on the space, we just give last remarks, Autiaka. So regarding the space today, maybe anything else that you'd like to share with us regarding our guest, regarding us, or maybe about sometimes you go overboard, but yeah, please give us your last remarks, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, most definitely, I've learned a lot, and even some of the things that my brother Lunga SA doesn't tell me. At least I got to know a bit more. Yeah, because I've all like I knew that Lunga has too many projects, but then hey, thousand, ay. But then what I like to share is that yeah, Lunga few weeks back he gave me a pumping speech, like yeah, he told me how excuses, like the excuses that I've been making production wise, like I've been sleeping on my production. So at least he woke me up on that one. Big ups and thanks a lot for the advices and positive ones. So yeah, and even the information that we got here, it's pumping, man. Regarding buying software, like buying those FL Studio softwares, mastering softwares, cause like the likes of Master KG, I think I've read this thing, our Master KG. Even now, he hasn't received get a royalty. I don't know that tracking kila haola ngwaga, man, somewhere there. So it's very important. It's
Jerusalem.
not, huh?
Jerusalem.
Yeah, Jerusalem.
Where do
Like,
you know this stuff?
huh?
Who did check him out? Rewatch.
Like, like I heard it from there's this guy who bampa the tutor regarding like or register music and all that. Again, a file in a like how to go on with the registering like the likes of Capasso, Riza, Sambra. So o bile a re fa example ka taba ya ntho ba re ke man this guy ebile o betha di-hip-hop beats ke sure wa mo tseba ba re ke mang na, like I forgot his name, but then ke motho o le reng o betha di-beats tša di-hip-hop. So and he's also got some brains ka taba ya like the music business. So ke motho o le reng sometimes I talk to ke get that information more, yeah. So
Yeah,
ke
it's
ntho e
okay. Yeah, it's okay.
yeah, so ke ntho e le goreng and le yona I also got a chance ya gore ke wele software e le like e se crackiwe. So tsebe ya ka kgona go kwa like sound quality gore ai man ntho e ke ntšha like gala ke dira koša with a cracked software, like gala e se uncracked e le licensed, like there is a difference in between. So being obsessed ka sound quality lo jwale ya ntshwara selega. So otherwise guys, yeah, thanks a lot and thanks for hosting my brother Lunga SA. ya mthako e o sa tlo re phampa ka dikoša o betha le dikoša tša o hloka di-baseline ebile o nkgopotša tšaka tša o hloka di-baseline ke tšhaba go dintšha so so thank you a lot guys Mr. Lloyd and Vokzman, thank you a lot guys tšwelang pele ka dilo tše di so it's di very helpful gore na di-upcoming artist le ba ba shainyana at least we get to engage le batho ba o tshwana le lena ra kwa more information. Thanks a lot guys.
Shout out, brother. Shout out. Thanks to you for coming through. Thanks for becoming a part of our space. And as I always say, Nanja, our spaces are nothing without listeners. So if you didn't come through and grab the mic, we literally aren't what we are. So we thank each and every person that's here, who's interacted, who's grabbed the mic and added their submission. Shout out. Horisan, Oscar, last
Lunga monna ne ke sa tsebe go dula mo Mokopane apa ke dule gola monna ke ka mo morago ka mo a matlala monna mo Tibaneng ka be ke namela taxi fela ka tla ra spana wa bo but
Ke
then
tswa Mokopane, but I'm not
ke rona if you were ko Mokopane a se gole monna one cap but shout out to your music man. Now my memory is starting to come back to me where we used to work for Gentle Soul Records. And I remember back then, man, you used to release every week go Gentle Soul to a point where by General Slam, he used to call me and be like, Yo, Antoine, I'm under pressure. You guys are submitting so much music, man. Otherwise, keep pushing, Mfana. And I'm going to send you a DM. I have an EP, maybe Retlabulela, and then you can drop that EP under your label.
Hola, I got your back, brother.
No, shout out to Horisan. Let us play the song. Before Sivala. Let us play the song that we've had the privilege of getting from our guest tonight, this evening, Olonga. Shout out, brother. Shout out. We love the music, man. The music comes. The music is amazing, and without it, I don't know. What would we be without music, right? I don't think we'll be anything without music. So shout out to you, and it's lovely to actually be able to have new music every now and then. Just to have also just to listen again, to listen to something else. So the next song that you're gonna play, could you introduce it for us, please, Lo, if you mind?
The next track that's about to give you an orgasm, guys. It's a remix I made for Fatuna and 8 Mpiatuna. Inhlizyo yami that I just submitted it. So you guys are just lucky to be hearing this one. I'm not even supposed to be sharing it with you guys, but just to show you guys how much I appreciate your presence in what I do and how much I appreciate the appreciation and love that I keep getting from you guys. Here's an exclusive. It's an exclusive. So you're only hearing this from Vokzman. The next time you're hearing it, it's probably gonna get released or not. So yeah, enjoy, and I love you guys. Peace out. And buy the album coming out this month end. Good night.
Say you're beautiful, wonderful, powerful. When he said you're beautiful, wonderful,
Yo.
Ngoba wena ungowami, ngoba wena ungowami, phela ngiyakufuna, ngoba wena ungowami, wena baby, simakangweni. Marato, 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 simakangweni. Marato, 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 simakangweni. Marato, marato,
Ziyawa, straight. Benekan. Shout out, Lunga. Thanks for sharing the music, brother. Thanks for sharing. Oh, lovely stuff. I mean, I think when he released the EP, oh, Piaituna, the other remix was by Umgomezul, and Umgomezul also did some wonderful stuff there on it. So shout out, brother, shout out. Lunga, before I give you the mic again, Uska Amalax remarks. You're playing this weekend. You're playing a cave, right?
Yeah, I'm actually playing 2 gigs on Saturday. The first one's the one that you mentioned, Kefu's Lounge in Khayelitsha here in Cape Town. Nice place. I've been there before on my last tour, because I did a tour, the Azanian LP tour, before COVID hit. So I managed to pass there and performed in a live Ableton set. So that's what I do. I'm going to be performing a live Ableton set on Saturday at Kefu's Lounge alongside UCSC Deep, alongside Matt Pren, alongside Mani, alongside, the Deep House Giants of Khayelitsha. I'm going to be alongside them, and also another private party in Marlborough here in Cape Town. That's a private party. I also don't know where I'm going or what time or ganjani. What I know is that I'm gonna get fetched with my equipment just an hour before I play, and yeah, all I know is that it's gonna be a vibe there. So if you add the undisclosed private party in Mulberry, Cape Town, I'm gonna be there performing in a suit, probably, and a cigar, looking like someone I'm not. So yeah.
Umngani wami la okubonayo uziye in the space. Usucela i-free pass for a cave, please. Ngizwile lo.
Pardon me?
Umngani wami la espacini uthi ucela i-free pass for a cave.
Tell him to is it him or her?
It's a him.
Tell him to DM me. Maybe he's God's and God will be on his team.
All right, dude, come see how.
Shout out. I hope uzwile. But shout out, man. Thank you so much for coming through and becoming a guest and everything house music. Thanks for your words, man. Thanks for the information that you've shared further with us. Thanks for making yourself available, man, to the masses, to this platform that we are grooming to be something that we don't have an idea of what it is gonna be. So siyabonga kakhulu. Thanks for becoming a part of it. Thanks for becoming a part of the journey. What I like, and whenever I actually reach out to someone in terms of having a guest, is for the fact that there's so many people out there that we've never heard, or they will never actually be heard ever, because of the platforms out there, because of the media platforms out there that are not available for such music or for such artists. So we are building something that's available for everyone to just give their voice.
Yeah, I'm also like I'm still overjoyed for just being here and being able to share the little that I could. Wabona, next time, like I'd really love to be a regular here. I'd really love to be a regular here. Email to send CV, please DM me. I'm a hard worker and I meet deadlines on time. It's really a pleasure to be here, and it really means to me and the underground scene and the exclusive boys. This is it's also an achievement. So yeah, so it's one of the things we've been praying for. It really means a lot. I love you guys, and I really appreciate it, man. Shout out to everything house music. House music is safe; it will never die, thanks to the protection that you guys just aided into what we putting our blood, sweat, and tears into. So yeah, shout out to you guys to many more years. Just watch the legends that come out of this, that you guys are gonna unearth. Like the sky's the limit, gents. Forward we go. Pambil.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Lloyd, njani re ku kae o mic? Shapela se re mic ya hao njani?
Hola. Ish, I was trying to charge my phone because the lights are back. Shout out to Lunga, man. Shout out to Lunga. We truly learned the other side of him, as he did mention that he overshared on the space. I guess that's how we are, Lunga. We make you guys very comfortable to give us the side of you. We only know the music side, not this one that you focus more on in terms of how you create your music, what inspires you, you know. So shout out to you, man. Keep on grinding, keep on pushing. We need those quieter vibes in this house, this deep house music. We need those drum beats kinda vibe. So yeah, shout out to you, man.
Shout out back to you, Lloyd. Shout out back to you. Much love. Expect more Kwaito, more bubblegum, more Batanga, Maskandi into this deep house. There's a lot that's coming your way. It will reach you. It will reach you. I know everyone in this group, it will reach you. Best believe. And I promise. Good music shall forever reign.
Shout out. Thanks, Lloyd. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming through. There's nothing else, Angeti Lunga, that you'd like to mention? Would like to say, perhaps? Nothing else.
Guys, please buy my album. Please buy my album. It's coming out. I've got mad music. Like I mentioned, it's been mad music. There's a deluxe version also coming out. I'm also gonna get you USBs if you'd like the album on your USB, specially printed with your name and the album name, and signed by me. You can get it as well. If you'd like it on CD, you can get it. If you want it on cassette, you can get it. Yeah, I said it, cassette. You can get it, and I'm still working on the vinyl part of it, the record part. I'm still working ways in order to fund that for you guys. And then merch, the RuffCrust Media Store is also coming back online. We've got Hardest Stars, another label that we're working on that's going to focus more on the hip hop side of things. And there's full music that's currently running that focuses on other genres, amapiano, so on and so forth. And yeah, much love and light. Do good, guys. Bye.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Thanks for pulling through. Thanks for becoming a part of everything house music. The last song that we're gonna close off with is the other single that you released a week ago or so. You say the name again. Could you say the name? I mean, I said something else. Yes.
Buyusha Sandra.
Yes.
Is there a way where I can send this girl's photo? Sandra is this girl that I've got the opportunity to meet in my life. She's half Portuguese and half South African. I don't know which tribe. So I met her, but she's the first lady in my life that I didn't feel that we might be an item. I just love being around her because of her beauty, not the beauty physically only, but the brain side of it, the beauty of an African woman. So hence I say like the music we make also at Selville is more of like gallery kind of music. So Bush's Sandra is like, think of it as a portrait of a Mona Lisa. So it was me painting a picture of her. And when I mean her, it's not her physically, but describing her as her soul. I can get deep with this spiritual and vibe stuff, but that's a vivid picture of who she really is, not the beauty queen that everyone sees outside. So yeah, and I also couldn't have her. My ego and pride didn't allow me to go for that kind of woman. She was my dream come true, but I couldn't have her. So for the fact that I couldn't have her, me accepting that part, I just had to let it out through music, like paint a vivid picture of that so that I carry it around with me around everyone so that I can share it with people as well. I want people, we can view people not physically so we don't judge the book by its cover, but let's view people by really viewing them, their souls, how they behave, how they talk, speak, act, everything. That's enough to describe a person to who they really are. So yeah, that's Bush's Sandra by Lunga SA. Enjoy, guys.
Oh, shout out, brother. Shout out. Thanks for sharing that. And Sizobana next week. Yes, next week on Tuesday. I really hope I don't have load shedding though next week Tuesday. I don't know. Because these times ziyashintsha. So next week Tuesday we're gonna be hanging out with Kasango. Yes, Kasango. Let me see here. Load shedding. Next week. I don't know. But I really hope there isn't. So yeah, please check us out next week on the 4th of October with Kasango. And then tomorrow, Deep House Space, 12 o'clock. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Thanks for becoming a part of this wonderful journey that we do each and every day. Not each and every day, but each and every week here on Spaces with Everything House Music. Thank you so much. Without you, would definitely be nothing. Please enjoy the rest of your week and the rest of your Thursday. Everyone keep safe and much love. Much love. Thank you so much.
Everything house music, propelling sounds with meaning, delivering on emotions that lack feeding. Intact, your souls have no peeling. Everything house music, casting spells on unlearned beings, bringing them to the underground. These are grooves that are worthy. House music is where it's at, believe me. Everything house music. Everything house music, propelling sounds with meaning, delivering on emotions that lack feeding. Intact, your souls have no peeling. Everything house music, casting spells on unlearned beings, bringing them to the underground. These are grooves that are worthy. House music is where it's at, believe me. Everything house music.
Cheers, everyone. Good night. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming through. Cheers. Thank you.